Hello, my dear friends, family, loved ones. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in the world. I want to talk to you very briefly about something I'm very passionate about, and that is they say. Who in the world is they say? You know how people come at you with gossip and backbiting, backstabbing, and they always seem to say, well, you know what they say, or, well, they said this and that and that and this. Well, your first question should be is who is they? Because if you can't tell me who said it, then you you are they say. You're the person that's telling me, and you are they. So people are going to talk. People are going to talk about you whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad. It doesn't even matter. At the end of the day, first ask yourself, first, after you find out who is they say, and they can't tell you who they say is, you have to make the determination that it's them. The person that's telling you the information, the gossip, or what have you, it's them that's saying it. If they can't tell you who said it, then it's them. So let's get that off the way. The they say. Now, the next question you need to ask yourself is, who is this person? Who is this person in my life? Who is this person in my circle? Does this person matter to me? Does this person pay my bills? Does this person determine whether or not I eat today, or whether or not the safety of my family is in jeopardy? Find out who is saying this stuff. Who is saying the garbage? Because gossip, backstabbing, backbiting, all of it is just garbage. And people tend to dump their garbage on you, and then they walk away feeling great, and then you're left with the mess. The mess is just confusion. And I don't do confusion. I do not do confusion. I don't like drama. Confusion. Satan is the author of confusion. What do authors do? Authors write books. So he wrote the book on confusion. So if you're coming to me with some they say, and some gossip and some backstabbing and some backbiting, I'm going to stop you right in the middle as soon as I realize that this is an unhealthy conversation, and tactfully and gracefully bow out the conversation. I have been known to walk off in your mid sentence because, first of all, I don't have time. I don't have time to listen to the foolishness. I don't have time to entertain the foolery. I don't have time to be judging other people and being judgmental about other people. All I can do is pray for the situation, pray for the person, pray for the they say, the naysayers. I want you all to be encouraged because, like I said, people are going to talk about you regardless. Regardless if you're doing good, regardless if you're doing bad, they're always going to have something to say. It is their opinion. Everyone has an opinion, and that's all it is. And you don't need to be sorry or remorseful or ashamed or feel any kind of way about what someone is saying about you that doesn't even matter in your life. If they can't make a change in your life, if they can't tell you this information and then have a solution at the end of all of this garbage they're dumping on you, then that's all it is, as far as I'm concerned. It's just straight up garbage. And I've said it before, when I'm talking to you all, I'm talking to myself. I literally had to talk myself down last night after hearing some foolishness about who shot John, about who said what about who, and trying to figure it out, where the source came from, because all it was is just a bunch of topics anyway. What is the underlying issue? The underlying issue all boils down to jealousy. And what in the world do you have to be jealous about me for? I am basic. I'm a basic, regular person. I'm a mother. I am a daughter. I am a spouse. I am an employee, business owner. Like, I have a lot of things going on, and I don't have the time, nor the energy, nor the wherewithal, nor do I have the desire to entertain things, garbage, gossip that somebody done came up with, because at the end of the day, they're jealous. And they're jealous because I have what they want. You can't have what I have. You got to have what God has for you. And just because I may possess something that maybe at one time you possessed, that doesn't mean that you still possess it. It is no longer yours. It doesn't belong to you anymore. And so I'm saying this, I'm actually speaking to a particular group of people. And you know who you are. And I literally was going to get on the phone and make a bunch of phone calls and send a bunch of text messages last night. And then I'm so thankful for God, and I'm so thankful for the discernment and the spirit that He has put into my heart, and I'm working on it on a daily basis. I'm working on kindness and being peaceful, and having patience, and having self-control, and having gentleness, and being slow to anger, and being slow to speak, and quick to listen. Because when when we, as people, as human beings, when we react out of anger and without all of the facts, then we tend to have to go back and say, oh, I apologize for saying this, or I apologize for saying that. I didn't have the full story. Well, you know what? Sometimes you don't really need the full story. Okay? I heard enough. I heard enough last night about what some people were saying about me, and they were so off the mark that it didn't even make sense for me to even call to try to defend myself. You don't need to defend yourself. It's just like you have to determine, and you have to pick and choose your battles. Some battles are just not worth fighting. It's not my fight or my war, because you feel that what I'm doing, or what I have, or who I'm with, or what I eat, or what I don't eat, or what I drink, or what I don't drink, or what I smoke, or what I don't smoke, is any business of yours. I get on here on YouTube and on social media, and I share my life. I share certain things, certain aspects of my life, my relationship. I share things that I go through with my children. I share mistakes that I've made in the past, in hopes that it could help someone else. But when you take my experiences and you turn them around and you try to use them for my bad, here's the mark that you're missing. Here's what you're missing. Consider the possibility that perhaps my channel is not for you. Therefore, there are 5011, if that's a number, other channels to follow, other content to take in, to like, share, subscribe, and all of that. And I'm saying this in the most gentle way that I can. Please do not come for me unless I call for you. Like I said, it's social media. It was my choice to put my life and myself out there, and I don't have any regrets about it. And I'll do it again and again and day after day when I feel like it. I have no timeline and no schedule of when I need to or supposed to post a video or share my life out loud. Everybody might take away something different. I always say, if this video can't help you now, use it like a credit card or something. Put it in your back pocket, use it later. Or share it with someone else that may help someone else. Okay? But what you're not going to do is you're not going to attack me and my family to the point where it causes a threatening situation. You can't come for me with threats. You can tell lies. You can make up things. You can fill in the blanks. Our brains tend to do that when we don't have the full story. But to tell a flat out, straight up, blatant lie, just to tell lies, wow, that's amazing. And I don't have to seek revenge because I'm almost was going to seek revenge. But then the Spirit said to me, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, and I shall repay. So there's nothing that I could do. There's no revenge that I can seek that would trump or outdo what God can do. And the saddest part about it all is that the people that are making up these lies and spreading these lies and spreading these rumors are my sisters and brothers in Christ. We're believers and we're sisters and brothers in Christ. So why in the world would, it just behooves me. Why in the world would you make up total lies about something that's totally not true? Now, this wasn't a situation that went like on social media. This was like some phone calls and text messages that came across. I'm like, what in the world are you talking about? Where'd you get that information from? And then sometimes people lie and they can't remember the lie that they told. And then they have to lie to cover up that lie, to cover up that lie, to cover up that lie. And they can't get their lies together. Well, it's not my responsibility to keep up with your lies. In fact, I'm not even going to entertain it anymore. I'm not saying any names because I'm not giving it no airtime and no airplay. You can give it, if I know you're watching, so go ahead and give it a thumbs down if that makes you feel better. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to stop posting videos. I'm not going to stop living my life. I'm not going to stop sharing my experiences until the good Lord tells me that, okay, enough, and you don't need to share anymore. And so that's it. And I still love you. And I still pray for you. And I love all of y'all. And I want you all to have a blessed day on purpose. And this may leave a lot of question marks. Like, what is she talking about? Well, if you are one of the they says, then I'm talking to you. And if you have anything that you need to ask me, or anything that you want to share with me, or anything you have to say to me, the best person to communicate with and to reach out to would be me. And then I can tell you better than anybody can tell you. But you can't make me look bad in order to make yourself look good, or whatever your agenda is. So I'm done with that whole situation, and I will no longer entertain the foolery or the foolishness. And if any of you are going through a situation where someone is just coming for you for no reason at all, like you've done nothing to them, you gotta pick and choose your battles, and you have to stand up for yourself. So it's not okay to bully, and it's not okay to be bullied. You can only focus on what you can control. You can control yourself and your life, and then you can raise your children in the way that they should go. And when they get older, hopefully they won't depart from it. And if they do, bring it on back. Bring it on back to foundation. So that's the reason why I'm making this video, because I can't possibly be the only person that's going through being talked about, dragged through the mud, lied on, gossiped about, backstabbed, and all of that. And you know what? I'm not perfect. There may have been a time where I participated in that type of foolishness. And if I did, and if I offended anyone, with all the deepest, most sincere, tactful way, I apologize. I am sorry if I've offended anyone. It is not my intent. Some things are done with malice and with forethought, and sometimes we just tend to get in conversations with people, and next thing you know, we're talking about our sister, or we're talking about our brother, but you need to circle it back around. Like, somebody in that conversation or somebody in that group needs to say, okay, all right, that's enough. We've done enough. This person's not here to defend themselves or whatnot, but it just hurts my heart when someone literally makes up something that is totally untrue, and I have no idea where they would get that information from. And then, to make it even worse, they tee-hee-heeing and smiling in your face. So the next time when I see the they says, or this person or these people, I will tactfully address the situation. But I'm not calling anybody. I'm not using any of my minutes on my phone, and I'm not using any of my carrier time or any of that. I'm not just not doing it. I say, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pray. So I prayed about it last night, and it was in my spirit today to go ahead and just make a video, since this person or people are trolling your channel with my whole 75 subscribers. I don't even have that many subscribers. So, and that's cool. I'm not focused on that. It's not my my goal. It's not my goal to have a certain number of subscribers. They will come. Just keep doing what you're doing, and they will come. And that is what was put in my spirit. Just keep sharing. The people will come. The message will get to who it needs to get to. But you're always going to have those naysayers, the negative Nancys, or the negative people, period. So don't get discouraged when people are negative. Don't be so sensitive. Don't wear your emotions so much on your sleeves. Don't get all bent out of shape because somebody gave you a thumbs down, or they had, something to say in the comment section that, wasn't so pleasing. You always have areas of opportunity. I definitely appreciate feedback. I definitely appreciate constructive criticism, and I take it well. What I don't take well is when you are attacking and lying on me and my family. I want you to remember 4 things. Don't mess with me. Okay? Number 1. Number 2, don't mess with my kids. 3, don't mess with my man. And number 4, don't mess with my money. And if you can't remember any of those, just refer back to number 1. Don't mess with me. And that's pretty much all I have to say. I love you all, and you have a blessed day, or afternoon, morning, or evening on purpose. Drina from Drina's Haven 916, signing off. Be blessed. Deuces.